Right. So in the transcending prelims, we are going to the next chapter, that is major domains of the earth. Okay. So sixth standard geography we are dealing. Okay. So sixth standard geography and fifth lesson, that is fifth chapter, major domains of the earth. Okay. This is to know the very basics of the domains. Okay. You need to know the terminologies here. Okay. Since you are very new to the geography, you are reading in the geography for the very first time, uh, some confusing words, you will be exposed to a lot of new words in geography, and you need to know the uh, names. Okay, so I suggest you to keep some formulas with you. Okay, so whenever you are learning a new geography word, just learn, okay, its origin. Okay, so whenever you know the origin of the particular terminology, it is easy for you to remember the things. Okay, and you can derive the associated words meaning based on this. Okay, so you can simply come to, if you come to know the very root of the particular word, and you can easily answer the other words that is having the same root. Okay, right. So major domains of the earth. Okay, lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. Okay, so these are all the three spheres. Okay, so these three spheres will meet up in the beach. Okay, if you happen to visit any beach, okay, and there you can see these three things will unite. Okay, right, let it be. So litho means it is stone. Okay, here you can see the word origin, Greek language. Litho means stone, not from the Latin. So there will be a twist. Okay, so I mean the statement may be given like lithosphere is of Latin origin. Okay, it is no, it is not. It is Greek origin. Okay, atmos means vapor. Okay, so atmos means vapor. Remember, the it is said that the English and Sanskrit language is having the English and Sanskrit language is having the same origin. So that is why many words are similar to, I mean, many English words are very similar to Sanskrit. Okay, ignition and agni. Okay, and here atmos in Sanskrit is called atma. Okay, so atma means soul. Okay, so here atmos means vapor. Okay, right. So father and mother, father in English, pida in pida, I mean father in English, pida in Sanskrit, and mata in Sanskrit and Hindi, and mother in English. So these are all the same origin. Okay, having the same origin. Okay, just to keep it in your mind. So litho means stone, atmo means vapor, so hudor means water, bio means life. So based on this, we can say lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. Okay, so three spheres, and biosphere is all about biosphere is the combination of all these spheres which contains the life. So that is called biosphere. Okay, all right. So here in the lithosphere, we come to know the terminology, that is continent. Okay, then ocean basins. Okay, you know what is continent? Continent are the raised surface above the sea level. So these are all the continents. Okay, so remember Asia and Africa, South America and North America, and Europe and Antarctica. Okay, so geographically speaking, Europe and Asia are united to clubbed together. We cannot find the distinction between this Europe and Asia. Literally, they are interconnected. I mean, they are a single landmass. But culturally, we are dividing the uh, landmass into Asiatic and Europe. Okay, so here the Ural Mountains. Okay, technically speaking, geographically they are united, but politically speaking, for our education purpose, we are dividing the Asiatic part into two. So that is Asia and Europe. Okay, so between Asia and Europe, it is 60 degree, I mean around 60, 65 or 90. Okay, so Ural Mountains will be present, and that divides the cultural part of, that divides the Asiatic Russia and European part of Russia. Okay, and the European part of Russia having the more population, okay, than any other part of the Russia. Okay, right. So regarding the continents and the interesting fact about the continents, yes, we will be dealing with it. Okay, so already I had explained it in for our Tamil students. Okay, so in English, I will be taking up the classes in future regarding the continents. Okay, so we'll be transcending the continents. Okay, right. So come to know. So for the continents, just to know, get to know about the continents. Okay, so remember, America is different, and North America and South America are the continents. If we mention usually America means we are mentioning the USA, United States of America. Okay, United States of America is a political entity that is existing in the northern part of the northern American continent. Okay, this South American continent. Okay, right. Okay, here some names are boxed. Okay, numbered. Okay, so Edmund Hillary, New Zealand, and Tenzing Norgay, Sherpa, India. Okay, so they climbed the highest peak in the Earth, highest peak of the planet, that is Mount Everest, on 29th May 1953. Remember, May is the summer for India, so that is why they were able to climb up the Everest mountains, Everest peak. Okay, Himalayan mountains. Okay, and Jinko Dabai, Japan. She was the first woman to reach the summit on 16th May 1975. Okay, the first Indian woman to climb the highest peak 23 May 1984 was the Bachendri Pal. Bachendri Pal was the first Indian woman to climb the peak in 1984, but the first woman to climb is 1975. These are the interchangeable questionable area, just to get to know. And you know what is continent and all? Okay, so remember, here the superlatives are given. Asia is the largest continent. So whenever I told you, whenever you find the superlatives of anything, smallest, strongest, tallest, shortest, smartest, and all, you need to read. Okay, Asia is the largest continent. Okay, Asia is separated from Europe by the Ural Mountains. Okay, remember, the west and the combined landmass of Europe and Asia called Eurasia. Europe plus Asia is Eurasia. Okay, so which of the following mountains separate the Asia from Europe? Means Ural Mountains. Okay, then Europe is much smaller than the Russia. It is west of the Arctic Circle passes through it. So which are the following continents the Arctic Circle passes? Means yes, Europe as well as the America. Okay, Northern America we can say. So in both cases, North America, the Canada. So Canada hosts the Arctic Circle, and in Europe also the Arctic Circle is going. Okay, right. And Africa is the second largest continent after Asia. Okay, so equator or 0 degree latitude runs almost through the middle of the continent. Okay, so that means the equator simply divides the African continent into north and south almost equal manner. Okay, so that is equator. The large part of Africa lies in the northern hemisphere. Remember, this is the questionable area. So though it is the equator divides the continent into two, almost of where the majority of the African continent lies. So that is nowhere else. That is northern part of Africa. I mean, the large part of Africa lies northern part. I mean, northern hemisphere, not in the southern hemisphere. This will be the questionable area. So here I have marked in the. I have highlighted the questionable area in green, as well as I mean some areas are not marked, that I will be dealing orally. Okay, so I will be dealing the marked part as well as the non-marked part also. Okay, right. And remember, it is the only continent through which the Tropic of Cancer, Equator, and the Tropic of Capricorn passes. Okay, right, Africa. So Sahara Desert is the world's largest hot desert. Okay, here the testable, I mean testing questions like which is the, I mean which are the following are the largest desert? The option Sahara, second Thar Desert, third Antarctica, and fourth Atacama. Means you need to tick the Antarctica. Remember, there are two type of desert. One is hot desert and another one is cold desert. Hot desert is Sahara, and cold desert is Antarctica. And moreover, the Sahara, the name Sahara itself meaning gives the meaning of desert. The name, I mean the Sahara itself gives the meaning of desert. Okay, so if we say Sahara desert means literal meaning is desert. Okay, right, let it be. Remember, Sahara Desert, world largest hot desert. So whenever the option is given with the, whenever the question is asked which is the largest desert, if you find the option like if you find the option Antarctica, just mark the Antarctica. Okay. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. North America is the third largest continent of the world. Okay, so the North America and the southern part of America is connected by the Isthmus of Panama. Okay, it is called Panama Isthmus. Remember, isthmus is nothing but the landform that connects the two landmass. Okay, that is called isthmus. Okay. For example, India is very, the monsoon, every part of India, every nook and corner of India will be experiencing monsoon, southwest monsoon or northeast monsoon or heavy torrential rainfall. So by the time when we come out of house in the rainy season, the street is filled with water and the water running across your pathway. Okay, so just to avoid the drenching of your shoes and feet, you will be simply making some you will be simply arranging the bricks to cross the small stream of water and to reach the road. You will be making small streams, a small like bridge. Okay, so that will connect the road with your home. So that is isthmus. Okay, that is a very manufactured isthmus, we can say, artificial isthmus. Okay, but it is a very natural isthmus that simply connects the North America and the southern part of America. Okay, right. So question will be like these are the very basic thing, but in interview they may be asking to jerk you what is strait and what is isthmus. Okay, strait is nothing but the body, the water body connecting the two larger water bodies are called strait. Okay, Panama Canal or the Park Strait. Okay, isthmus is the opposite of the strait. Isthmus is the landform connecting the two larger landforms. That is isthmus. Okay, right. These are the things which definitely will come to familiarity to you whenever you are migrating to the next higher chapters. Okay, right. Okay, so South America lies mostly in the southern hemisphere. Remember, mostly. It doesn't mean that the Southern America, South America, equator also passes. Remember. Okay, right. Amazon. Australia is the smallest continent that lies entirely in the southern hemisphere. The only continent that lies entirely in the southern hemisphere is Australia. Okay, remember, majority of Asia is in the northern hemisphere, but the Indonesia, some part of Indonesia lies in the southern hemisphere. That is why, see, you can visualize, right? Here, this equator. Equator comes, this Indonesia. So Indonesia lies in the northern southern hemisphere also. So the only continent that lies entirely in the southern hemisphere is Australia. Okay, and other see, the equator crosses the Africa here, and Tropic of Cancer passes here, and Tropic of Capricorn passes here in Africa. Okay, you can see that, and here is the South America. In South America, the equator passes here. Okay, yes, the equator passes in Brazil, Colombia, and Ecuador. Okay, and some part of Peru. Okay, in all the four countries, the equator passes. Okay, right. Then Antarctica. Here, Antarctica will be the southernmost. Southern pole continent. We can say polar continent. Okay, and here the Europe. We have seen Europe continent. The Russia lies the Arctic Circle, and the America also in Canada, the Arctic Circle. Okay, remember the Arctic Circle simply goes to America also, because the Alaska is located here, Alaska. So Arctic Circle passes through America also, politically speaking, geographically speaking, yes. Okay, that is what, because this Alaska and Hawaii Island are the both are detached part of America, we can say. Okay, other 48 states are united, clubbed together, but Hawaii and the Alaska are separate. Okay, located separately from the mainland of America. Okay, all right. Okay, the strait is a narrow passage of water connecting the two large water bodies like seas and ocean. See, Bach Strait. Okay, right. Here the isthmus. Here the isthmus of Panama. Okay, right. So remember, Antarctica and is located in the southern polar region. Okay, it is permanently covered with thick ice sheets. Okay, research station. We India having the research station, and they are called Maitri and Dakshin Gangotri. There are two research station being located. Okay, so where the all the scientific research like physics, chemistry, biology, all the three major segment of science. Okay, we can say physics, chemistry.